Are we really going to do this again? Why is it every time we play an inferior team, we play down to their level? To me, it just doesn't make sense. Maybe you guys can help me make sense. I was writing it down as the game's coming along on my phone. Sanger, pass ball, leads to a run. Holmes drops the flip to first. Alonso drops the grounder, leading to a run. Nimmo flubs the ball in left field, leading to a run. And then on top of that, Cedric Mullins fielding a fly ball he has no business fielding when Juan Soto has the stronger arm and would have had a better shot to throw the runner out at home. It's like when we play inferior teams, we are guaranteed to play down to them. And once again, the veteran starting pitching fails. I don't want to hear Clay Holmes drops the ball. That's why you're being paid to get it done. You look at the all the pitchers that were signed this year. As of late, Clay Holmes today, no bueno. Sean Manaea all year, no bueno. Frankie Montas, obviously. The guy's about to have Tommy John. He's going to miss all of next year now. No bueno. What is it going to take for this team to not lay down? You saw what the Phillies did tonight. Kyle Schwarber hit 4 home runs. Pete Alonso hitting a home run, keeping us in it. Guys are getting on base, but when you look at this team, 3 errors and it should have been 4. Let's keep it a buck. Marlins get the early run. The Mets fight back and take the lead after the first. That is when you need to bury them. Instead, the Mets give up a 3 spot in the 3rd inning. They fight back in the 5th. They get 2 of their own and an utter meltdown mania in the 7th. Doesn't make sense. And I don't know where it starts. We've been talking about this all year long. I'm not expecting to win every single game, but you can't be losing to a Marlins team that are throwing guys with crazy ERAs. You're going to be facing good pitchers coming up. The defense cannot let us down. Now, a lot of people are focused tomorrow night on Jonah Tung. Totally understandable. I'll be there. Very excited for it. But you just worked so hard to beat the Phillies in 3 games. Now they win, you lose, back to being 5 out, and the division looks further now than it did before. Now we're back to holding on to the wild card spot. You need to win these next 3 against Miami. You have a 4-game series. You got to win these games. Let's go up and down the lineup really quick as we do our lineup review. Pulling up the box score really quick. Here we go. Let's take a peek. Oh, I had it pulled up and it jumped on me. Forgive me for one sec. Here we go. You go up and down the lineup. Once again, Lindor has a solid game. That 3 for 5. Soto, that 1 strikeout was bad. 0 for 4 today with a walk. Seeing that too much. Alonso, 2 for 4. Nimmo, 1 for 4. But then you get to after him. Vientos, 0 for 4. McNeil, who I believe was one of the only guys who didn't have a hit yesterday, goes 0 for 2. Beatty, 1 for 4. Mullins, 0 for 3. Sanger, 0 for 3. Marte, 0 for 1. What I don't get is last night's lineup worked. Why change it up? And I know we're not going to put up 8 runs. I just still can't believe we gave up 7 runs to this pathetic Marlins team. They're simply not good. Now, I don't want to overreact because everybody always says, all right, you love to overreact. But you're playing bad teams. Look at what the Yankees just did to Washington. That's what we need to be doing to Miami. And I don't want to hear about them being a few games over 500 since June, yada, yada, whatever. We have World Series aspirations, and we're not going to get there by playing down to our opponent. It's tough, man. It's like inexplainable. We decide to show up in the biggest of games. And tomorrow night, I expect the Mets to show up. There's going to be juice and a lightning in that crowd tomorrow like you haven't seen in a long time. Now, obviously, the Philly series was roaring, but tomorrow night, you got two things working for you. Three, actually. Friday night, no work tomorrow. Last week, kids are not in school. It's firework night. And then the headliner, Jonah Tongue. So you really got four things working for you. I expect it to be sold out. I'm looking at StubHub earlier today. The ticket prices are absolutely insane. So are the Mets going to show up tomorrow? Does it really take there being electricity in the air for this team to wake up? We're acting as if we're the Dodgers of last year and we've won something. The Dodgers aren't the Dodgers this year that they were last year, but they won a World Series. They have the right to do that. We nonchalant things way too often with this team. And I put that on the manager. We've talked about this a ton. The manager's got to be the one to light a fire under these guys. Today's performance, man. Pete, the poor performance at first base. Hard to get on in the way he's been playing first base. But Brandon Nimmo having to hop on him in left field. Cedric Mullins fielding a ball that should have been Soto's. Sanger, who's here because of his defense, flubs a pass ball. Alonso throws it to first. Clay Holmes is dropping it. Hopefully we're able to just chalk this one up, crumple it up, and throw it out. But I'm going to make this a quick post game, get to some comments here. Make sure you guys do me a favor. Please like and subscribe if it's your first time here. It greatly helps the channel. We're going to start off with GWB. It's been a minute, my guy. Ray, what a disaster. I'm one of those guys. I don't like when we play down to our opponent, and we've done it all season long. It's nice, but losing to Washington, getting swept in Atlanta. Those are bad teams. You got to take care of business. When we look back and we lose the division this year, one thing's going to come to mind. It's not going to be, oh, well, you know what? The Phillies were just a better team, more skilled, all this stuff. They're missing Zach Wheeler. We're calling up the Jonah Tongues, the McLeans, other teams don't have. The thing with us, the narrative's going to be, well, the Mets didn't beat bad teams when they were bad. They lost to the Rays. They lost to the Pirates. They lost to the Washington Nationals. And hell, now they're losing to Miami. Miami always seems to play us tough, but it's just brutal, man. And what sucks the most is I have two guys that we expect to pitch like 1 and 2 at the top of this rotation that have been anything but this year. You got to win games like this. Scott chimes in, Holmes and Senga have to be out of this rotation. What about Manaea? I don't. Met fans give Sean Manaea a pass like I've never seen. Great year last year. Call him whatever you want, the nicknames. He's having a terrible year. His ERA is slightly over 5. 5. You heard that right. Anybody with an ERA in the 5 should not be in the major leagues. That's how I look at it. Iris, what the heck? Sloppy ball playing. Absolutely. This reminded me of the last 2 months this game, and I hope we're not falling back into that. I really do. I hope we are not falling back into that pace. Frankie, what's going on? The Mets played tonight like the bad news bears. No, we played like we did in June and July, and I hope this is not a foreshadow of things to come because I and you guys will not be happy. GW, Clay needs to catch that, but since when does Pete throw the fastball to first base? He usually lollipops it. Well, you know what happened? Yesterday he lollipopped it, almost launched it into the dugout. For some reason, Pete could still not make the regular routine. If I'm the Mets, anything within 15 feet, I'm telling Pete to underhand it. Do the old Olay free throw. Like when we were kids, you couldn't reach the rim. You did the grandma free throw. Pete's got to do that to first base. Andre, pathetic lack of focus. 1,000%. And I put that on the manager. Too many times this season, the Mets have simply lacked focus. If we lose 7-4, we play a clean game, and I'm watching, oh, by the way, we're in a close game. Let's throw Ryan Stanek out there who can't throw strikes all year, but we just magically think he's going to get out of that inning by the skin of his teeth. I don't know why he's still on this team. It makes no sense. Goomba, I swear days like this make me think MLB is fake. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Jay-Z, bottom of our lineup, is still suspect. Well, you know what? You got to put up more than 4 runs against Miami. Iris, why are we trying to reinvent the wheel? Something we always do. You light the Phillies up. Can we just stick with a lineup? And by the way, send Ronnie Mauricio down. The guy's not hitting at all, not getting at bats. Let's actually look up his game log really quick. Ronnie Mauricio, this month only has 31 at bats. He hasn't played in 4 days. 4. And before that, he had a day off. So Ronnie Mauricio, since August 17th, today's the 28th, 11 days, has had 5 at bats. Send him down. Don't stunt his growth. Send him down. Phillies are chokers, and I am a Phils fan. Mets are a playoff, but they are not a World Series team. I agree with that. And I do think the Phillies do have a better shot as of right now. I mean, they're the better team. They're going to win the division, but they're going to be in the wild card round too. Odds are. Let's be real. Ray says we can't sleep on the Marlins. Wake up. Andre, why is Stanek on this team? I agree, man. Been screaming about it for forever. Scott says team sucks, and then you play like this. Yikes. G-Man, appreciate you chiming in. Ray, it's so frustrating. They play down to the competition. That's the sign of a bad team. You're 100% correct. Hopefully, Tong will regenerate us because so sloppy flat tonight. But here's the issue. We shouldn't need that. It is August. We are 2 days away, 3 days away from it being September baseball. We are fighting for our lives if you want the division. Why do we come out flat? And I don't even want to say come out flat. That's the wrong terminology. I take that back because we did come out and we came back right away. But fielding wise, where's the focus on this team? The nonchalantness. That's on. You think Buck Showalter or Terry Collins would stand for that? I'll tell you right now, there's no shot. Knowing Terry personally, because we've had him on the show and talking to him outside the show, there's no way in hell he would stand for this. He'd be reaming guys out. Reaming guys out. We'll get to 1 or 2 more. Miguel Minaya is overrated. He is as shiny. Yeah, well, I'll tell you this. And I said it in the offseason. Manaya's 32. Was 32 at the time. Had his best season ever. The guy's been in the major leagues forever. And all of a sudden he puts it together and you're going to pay him $25 million a year to be like an ace? Didn't make sense to me. Just didn't. This guy's owed $50 million over the next 2 years. Frankie Montas is going to miss all of next year, making $17.5 million. Put that together. Between Sean Manaea, Frankie Montas, $40 million roughly. 40. Might actually be over 40. $42.5 million. It's crazy. But that's all I got for you guys tonight. It's a late one. I will be at tomorrow's game. If you're going to be there, hit me up on X or Facebook. Let me know. Looking forward to meeting a lot of new people there tomorrow night. We got to get the win. Go Jonah Tung. And as always, let's go Mets. Peace.